I'm live. Good morning, everyone. This might be the earliest show that I have ever done in the history of Optibotimus shows. If you stop by this early for me, it's 9:45. Skint, hello, Skint. Hey, fluffy dog. What's up? What's up? What's up? Ethan, good to see you. Good to Jordan. Hello. Good morning to you guys. I got Pepper here with me today. Pepper, hi. Hi. What are you doing? Pepper. She's reading the chat right now. She's reading the chat. Yeah, usually usually she's a little bit more feisty in the morning. So this is what I'll do when I come in to my office and want to work. She bugs me. So good to see everybody. I hope everybody's having. You're about to go to sleep, Talon? Oh, man. Cheers to you all. Stacy, why are you watching this at 3 a.m.? Yeah, I haven't put my clothes away yet. That's my laundry from the other day. So, do you keep my toy boxes? I don't really keep my boxes. Some people keep boxes, but I only will usually keep boxes if they're really expensive figures. So like Hot Toys and stuff like that. I'll keep those. I don't need to be really wearing these. So I hope everybody is having a great day so far. I know it's early still for most people. Reason for the early live video? Why not? Why not? Well, I work tonight. So I was up and I wanted to, I'm doing, yeah, she is super cute. She's a baby. Pepper. Hi. Hi, Pepper. Hi. Hi. Did you say hi? Ridnor, thank you. Appreciate that. Could you guys hear her meow? So I work tonight and won't be home until later on. So this is a surprise. Hello, TJ. Welcome to the show. Good to see my members in here. Chaos is here. Welcome to the members. Welcome. Yeah, Pepper has decided that she wants to be social today. So, hi. Oh, ow. Did you just see her hit me in the head with her tail? Her tail's going. What are you doing, Pepperoni? Oh. Do you see that? Like, now she's mad at me. Now she's mad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare her away. Hello, Bio. Good to see you. Welcome. I think we've all seen the WandaVision trailer. TFN, this is early. Cheers. It is not morning beer. This is Diet Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew. Do you make the toys or? I don't make the toys. What's the case? Adam! Good morning to you, Adam. I haven't done a morning show, and I just wanted to do a morning show. This is the new thing. Morning shows. It's night in India. Oh, no, well, okay. I mean, I don't know. It's 10 a.m. It's 10 minutes to 6 in the UK. Late afternoon. Oh, well, see, that makes it a little bit easier for some people overseas to join us. Damien, that is a YouTube logo. So, that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about. PulseCon just went live today, and oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I think Kelly's calling me. Hello? Morning. I'm not yelling. I'm sorry. How are you? Oh. Why? Right. Oh. Wow. Man. Just like got up and left. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, okay. All right. Apologies, 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 all my friends. So, hello, hello. The member only streams. So, um, Adam, that's a good point. When are good times for most people? I think most people that I see in here are usually um are usually available in the evenings when I do them. Hey, Wyatt, welcome back. I apologize for stepping out. Some I scared you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, are you at school right now watching me? Wednesdays? Do you still do reviews or not? What? Of course I do. Talon, that's one thing that I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I wasn't entirely sure how that worked. So because the live streams are here, they're only on YouTube, and when they're members only, I don't you have to have that membership status in order to be able to do it. So I don't think I'll be able to post them on Patreon. So if you want to, Talon, and I mean, I've said this before, if anybody wants to cancel their Patreon, let's have, hey, Clone Trooper. If you want to cancel your Patreon and move here, that's perfectly understandable. There's certain things that are built into the platform here with YouTube that I can't put on Patreon. So, or on Patreon. So if you want to switch it up, that's perfectly fine. If you just want to say screw you and not do any of it, I understand that as well. Um, it's I would say it's roughly the same, Jordan. I'd say it's roughly the same. The biggest thing that, and I've talked about this before, I don't think you've been around when I've done it, is that with the memberships now through YouTube, it allows me to, Jurassic, what's up? It allows me to have perks and things of that nature built directly into the platform of YouTube itself. For example, you see the different members that are in here now, like Wyatt, Clone Trooper, they get special colors for their names. They stand out a little bit more. They get loyalty badges, which you can see right next to their names. I'm still working on the emojis. I was working on that last night, and I couldn't figure that out to save my life. Things of that. It's amazing. Thank you, Chaos. That's very kind of you to say. I got other things that I'm working on, like coughing a lot. And Jordan nailed it. Legend class. Welcome to the legend class of Team Optibotimus, my friend. Cheers to you. Thank you so much, Jordan. Thank you so much. Thank you, VG Master. I didn't know that I was looking bad. But, and then you get early access to the reviews. Like yesterday, all my members got to watch my review of Blitzwing before it went live today. Tomorrow, you guys will members are going to get the review of the 3.0 Soundwave, and that's going to continue on. The whole point that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build things up again, get things back to a good point where I'm able to buy figures early. Trag and Granitar, those are NECA figures. Those I'm going to be working on later on today. And that will be available to you guys Sunday. That video is gonna go up on Monday, so that video will be available on Sunday for members. And I don't even think I might be the first person to do a review on those. So we'll see. I don't drink Coca-Cola. I drink Diet Coke or Coke Zero. Graduated from technical college last month, and then he's got oil money. Do you play with the toys? No, I don't play with the toys. I collect them. Call you Bob or Daddy Optibotimus? You can just call me Paul. That's fine. HasCon, I'm looking forward to. The exclusives went up today. I was able to get those. I have. That's still a Coke product. I know, but well, I guess you're right. Yeah, but it's not specifically Coca-Cola that I'm drinking. I need to head off for a while. Jordan, that's perfect. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome and thank you again for joining the memberships. I'm super excited about it. The exclusives went up today. I did get the two that I wanted. I got the Quintesson Pit, and I got the Lewis Tully 2-pack. Those were the only two that I really wanted, but the PulseCon exclusives. I'm sorry. The PulseCon exclusives, the figures form. So let me head on over there. Let me take a look. Hasbro Pulse. I don't know if any of them are sold out yet. There is a Power Ranger Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Lord Drakon. I don't know who that is. There's a Black Series Wampa, the Black Series Heroes of Endor set. There is a Vintage Collection, the 501st Legion ARC Troopers. I thought about getting the Hellfire Club Collection, the Marvel Legends one, but it's $80 and 20%. I mean, that's not bad. $20 a figure, but realistically, all I would want. I mean, some of the accessories. I like the accessories. Look for heroes. Yeah, I mean, Emma Frost is probably the only one that I really care that much about. But that's so I passed on that. I don't really. I love the Logan movie. But I didn't get the Logan and Charles Xavier set. I don't just have a collection of those for the most part. G.I. Joe Classified Snake Supreme Kimono. That actually looks cool. That looks really cool, honestly. But not a big G.I. Joe fan. But I got the Ghostbuster Plasma Series Tully's Terrible Night, which comes with the Lewis Tully figure as well as the Terror Dog, which is cool. And then, of course, the Quintesson set. I got that, which I'm excited about. I like the fact that they're different looking as well, so it won't make it bad when I get the regular ones. Wyatt, Wyatt, Wyatt! Hello again. Hello, hello. So, pretty decent exclusives. Like I said, I picked up 2 of them. So, what do you think about Earthrise Megatron being a parts former? I don't think that's that bad. I mean, a lot of those are parts formers. You got to take the cannon out and put it around. That's fine. It happens. That's what you got too? Attaboy, TJ. Lilith Blood, welcome as a leader class. Wow. So awesome. Thank you so much, Lilith. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that support. All of that, like I said, is going towards these early reviews that I want to try getting going again. Like I said, I started it a long time ago. Back in 2009, I kind of stopped doing it. And it's really kind of let other people kind of come around. And I give them credit for picking up the slack that I put out there. Bow down to the Godfather. Oh, Godfather. The Godfather. I don't do a good impression of the Godfather. Transformer Guy reviews. If you're on any of my video reviews, go to a video review. Underneath is a little join button. Your support is really appreciated. Jermaine, what's up, my friend? Hello. Apologies to you, sir. Your Megatron is boxed up. I didn't have a box for it when I went to go and do it, so I had to go buy a box yesterday. And then by the time I was done, the post office was closed. So that's going out today when I go out to lunch. So I apologize for that, sir, but thank you for that. Good. Goodbye, Doctoress. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yes, you pay, Mark, you pay to be a member. But with that, nothing, you're still going to get basically everything that you got before if you're not a member. So you don't have to worry about it. This is just extra stuff that I'm putting out for people. There isn't an Optimus class, no. The Zoom calls, well, first of all, Kelly has to teach me how to use Zoom. I don't know how to use Zoom. And all of those, I'm gonna start looking at those. I should probably do them for this month, shouldn't I? Because you guys are signing up in this month, so I should probably do it. So let's see, the 29th and 30th. So how about like the 29th, we do the live what do you call it? The live members only live video. We'll do that with them, or we'll do that then. And then the Zoom chat, we can do that on Wednesday. No, it's not that hard. I'm just not good with it. Zoom is unlimited, people, yeah. But because right now the Zoom is limited to the Titan class, right now there's only like 2 of those. So it'd be me, who is Chaos, and Adam on a Zoom chat. And you to be part of the Zoom chat, you have to have a video. You have to have your video on there. I got to see your guys' faces. I don't know if Kelly knows how to use Discord, but Kelly did say that because she doesn't. So she doesn't like coming on these shows because trolls got to her. And I feel bad about it because I feel like I didn't prepare her properly for being able to ignore trolls on the internet. So she used to do them, and I mean, we've done them before, but she says that she may come in to do the Zoom things. Um, but if I don't want, what if I don't have a camera? How do you not have a camera? Everybody's got a camera. Uh, so yeah, trolls suck, and she just. I mean, I don't blame her one bit. I don't blame her one bit. But because she said that the lead, the members are people that she definitely doesn't think would be like trolls. She's okay talking to those people. So. Should I buy Scorponok or Trypticon? I really like both of them. It kind of depends. I think they're both great toys. We're all friends here. This is a Zoom chat. It's a Zoom chat. So you got to sit there and be on camera with me. Well, I don't have one for my computer, but I guess I'll use my phone. There you go, Adam. Oh, I'll tell her that, Stacy. She'll appreciate that. Oh, Talon, you're. There's no judging. I'm not a good-looking guy. Can you do a review of the Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime? I've done Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime. Would I have kids? Am I going to give them toys? Yeah, I'll give them toys. I'm not going to give them my toys. No, see, the thing is, none of this is a required thing. You don't have to do it. But it's a fun way for me to, I mean, I see all you guys, your names on a screen. And that's one thing that I liked about the idea of doing the Zoom thing, that I can talk to you guys. I mean, it's, an actual conversation face to face. I think that it would be, I think it'll be fun. Daddy Bottomus. That's right. Daddy Bottomus keeps his toys. Hello, James of England. I stopped talking to Panda Prime Paul. I don't know who Panda Prime Paul is. That's a tongue twister. Or Panda Prime? I don't know who Panda Prime is. Ah, for fuck's sake, Alfonso. Hello, my friend. Hello, good to see you. I feel very self-confident. All of us do. When I first started doing this, I wasn't very confident in front of a camera. The Jetsons had it right all along. Yeah, they did, Jermaine. Yeah, they did. Oh, thank you, Wyatt. That's nice of you. Thank you, thank you. That YouTuber, how's a bit animated fan? I don't know who he is. I have no idea who he is. You got all your studio series today. Wow. Okay. I'm well, Robert. Thank you for asking. Appreciate you asking. Good morning to you. Well, it's morning for me. It's morning for me. Starting fights on Twitter. No, I made a comment about Peter Cullen. Now, here's the thing. Let us talk about this. This is going to serve as my official response. Peter Cullen made statements at a convention. First, he was talking about the Netflix series and how he was upset that the Netflix series didn't want to hire him or whatever the case may be, when ultimately it's because the Netflix series did not want to hire union voice actors. For whatever reason, that's their prerogative. It's their business. Shartimus Prime! Good morning to you, sir. Reading comics. Toys are hella sick. He's hella whacking it. All that fun stuff. So, most of you know that I don't have a brain-mouth filter. If I think something, I say it more often than not. That gets me in trouble sometimes. So people complain about Peter Cullen because Peter Cullen was on a thing talking about how the Netflix series didn't want to hire him. He's a union employee, or is a union. He's a union member, and they didn't want to hire union people. So that is what it is. My issue that I had was, and this is no secret, and I've talked to other friends of mine that are actually in the industry, have worked on the Bumblebee film, things of that nature. So all of this is corroborated for me. He got up and he was talking about how they hired somebody for the Bumblebee movie, which is, first of all, the question wasn't even about the Bumblebee movie. He just went there. And let's be honest, nobody ever complained about Peter Cullen's performance in the Bumblebee movie. So for him to still go up there and bring it up was obnoxious. He wasn't happy with John Bailey did the voice. Okay, so this is not a secret. John Bailey did the voices for Soundwave and Shockwave in the film. He also has been in conventions saying that he did the stand-in for Peter Cullen. Here's the facts of it. Peter Cullen refused to work for scale, which means the studio said, we want you to work for us, but it's not going to be a lot of work. It'll be like maybe 3 15-minute sessions at most. And they wanted to scale down his pay. He gets paid about $50,000 a session. So every time he goes in, if it's for 15 minutes, they have to pay him $50,000. If he comes in again, they have to pay him another $50,000. That's the way that he works his business, which is perfectly fine. I have no problem with it. And let me be honest, I love Peter Cullen. I love the work that he's done. He is Optimus Prime. He is my childhood. And when he got up there and he complained that, and I'm not even saying that he needs to give other people a chance. He deserves every penny. I don't disagree with you there, Alfonso. I do not disagree with you. My issue is that he refused to work for that scale. They needed to pay him. They were going to have him no matter what, but they needed to have a voice track in there for the production of it before it was finalized. So they had John Bailey do it. Now, John Bailey, I've teased him all the time. I don't think he does a great Optimus Prime impression. It's not something that I've made a secret. I love John to death. He is a dear friend of mine. And this is where I have an issue, because John is actually a friend of mine. Peter Cullen is not. Peter Cullen is an actor. He voiced the character that is iconic, and I love that. But he is not my friend. And what is Optimus is great. I just tease him. It's not Peter Cullen. Peter Cullen is Peter Cullen. So he deserves every penny. I don't disagree with that. My thing is that they said, okay, fine. We only need you for this one thing, but we need to have this. So they have John Bailey do it. Now, this is something that is also factual that Peter neglects to tell anybody. When he came in to read, the animation for the mouth wasn't done yet. I have friends who have seen the raw footage before anything was ever done. They saw that the mouth wasn't animated. So he didn't really have to time it that well for the motion of the mouth or anything of that nature. So that's complete BS. But like I said, he said that he refused to work for scale. So they had to do everything in one thing for him. So they paid him his money. But they still had to have that voiced out for it. So my issue is that he got up talking about how horrible the guy that they hired to do that was for, which we know was John Bailey. And he talked about how horrible the timing was, how horrible, all of this stuff. And that's just the direct, in my opinion, that is him insulting John and his work. And that bothered me. So the final voice still doesn't match the animation. No, you're right. But part of it is also, it's how do you animate this moving up and down every time that you say something? Is this supposed to like move? Not every time when you say something with your mouth does your mouth make all the same motions. I mean, if you just look at your mouth doesn't move a hell of a lot when you say things. It all, a lot of times it stays the same way. I mean, it kind of moves, but like when you look at your teeth, there's not a lot of emotion in your teeth when you're sitting there talking. A lot of it is the lips. And if it's just your mouth plate, so I mean, that's what bothered me. Peter's reaction was, that's another thing, that the actual sound people, again, I knew that John had done this, and then I got a lot of this information from a lot of other friends of mine that work in Hollywood. The actual sound guy heard Peter Cullen when he sat there and said, or when he listened to the voice on it, he says, but not like, oh, that's terrible. He's like, and then Travis Knight literally, he's like, I know, right? It's amazing. And that's the thing that's what bothers me about the entire thing and what Peter did. I feel like Peter came down on another person that works with him without even giving the full details. Like I said, Peter still came in. He still got paid $50,000 for coming in and doing a half an hour worth of work. The studio could not afford. It was a smaller budget movie. They literally could not afford to pay him $150,000 to come in 3 times and do the stuff. So that's what bothered me with what Peter did. And everybody wants to attack me right now, sitting there saying that I'm attacking Peter and all this kind of stuff. And that's fine. Everybody's going to defend it, but you don't know. Just like I know for a fact that Stan Lee is a pervert. He was a pervert. I have close friends that have literally worked with him, and he's a pervert. I have a personal friend who did a photo thing with him. Like you do you pay the money and go and like meet with him. He sits there and he goes to her. He's like, come here. Has her sit on his lap, and he holds her ass through the entire photo thing. Now, is my friend my friend is telling me of course he likes Charlita. You're absolutely right. Now, to me, that's pervy. I'm just saying what I've heard. Now, could my friend be exaggerating? Absolutely. I'm hearing it secondhand. I fully admit that. I have had people that have worked with Stan Lee in the comic industry, and literally all he did, the majority of his career, was steal people's ideas. He'd have big brainstorming sessions. They'd sit there and say all this stuff separately. And the genius of Stan Lee was he was like, okay, yours and yours and yours and yours, and put it together. That was his genius. So it is what it is. And Stanley, like I said, everybody loves it. I wish I could make $50,000 in 30 minutes too. But I felt like what Stan did, or what Peter did at that convention thing, the stories I could tell about his genius. Cody, we've had conversations in the locker room, my friend, about his genius. So, and I'm not going to put you on blast, Cody, but like I said, I've heard stories from a lot of people. I've learned you never know the full story unless directly involved. Absolutely, TJ. Absolutely. And link to that clip of Peter hating on John. It's okay. Well, it's if you just type in Peter, like this video here, I can play it. Hold on. I got it pulled up here. Let me go to it. Hold on.
They had actually, during the production, and then they were going to bring me in for the one day because they didn't want to pay me, for any more than they had to. So,
all right, first let's go back.
And then they were going to bring me. They hired another person to do me.
That's John Bailey.
For during the production, and then they were going to bring me in for the one day because they didn't want to pay me, for any more than they had to. So
they didn't want to pay me for any more than they had to, which means, again, he's right there saying he refused to work for scale. He didn't, and it was because it was very limited work that he was going to have to do, and he was going to have to come in a couple times. And his contract, the way that he operates, is it's $50,000 per session. So if it's a 5-minute session, it's $50,000. So he's already right there throwing that out there. Oh shit!
In my previous, they had already things that did, and it just I went.
Hold on.
How to drag a vowel, or he didn't.
Wait.
Impersonating me, and
this
guy worked for 3 or 4 months, and when I came in,
he worked for 3 or 4 months, which is literally 3 times he would go in like for 10-15 minutes over 3 months.
They had actually recorded this guy, and I had to impersonate him, impersonating me, and his timing was wrong, and his inflections were wrong. He didn't know how to drag a vowel, or he didn't know how to make.
He didn't know how to drag a vowel. John Bailey is a professional voice actor. Literally, he has done this his entire adult career. So he's sitting there criticizing him, which is fine.
Prime sincere, so he'd skip over the things that did, and it just, I went, wow, this is horrible. But I had to mimic him.
This is horrible.
They had already animated.
That's a bold-faced lie. That is a bold-faced lie. Peter Cullen is lying. They didn't animate anything. Nothing was animated when the stuff was recorded. So that's a total fabrication of what actually happened.
His sound.
And again, it's even if it was animated, like I said, it's just a moving thing. It's just a moving thing. It's not like you had to lip sync actual lips.
And that's why he doesn't come across all that great in the movie. The long shots, I'm okay.
And that's why Bumblebee doesn't come across, or Optimus doesn't come across. It doesn't come across well. But the guy is dead, guys. Come on, regardless of his issues in life. Why? Never. No, Alfonso, you're right. And I mean, but the point is, the point that I'm making on that, Alfonso, is that everybody creates their own perception of how a person is without actually even knowing them or experiencing them. So that's the thing that bothers me, that Peter got up there and just complained about it. And like I said, the Netflix thing, it is what it is. He's a union worker, so it is what it is. I mean, makes sense. Why top dollar for a scratch track? Yeah, exactly. It was basically just a scratch track, which people that don't know, scratch track is just you just line up the audio. I could have done it. You could have had an intern do it. You could have had Shartimus do it. Anybody would have done it just to fill that space in the like animatics of things. So does he diss the guy who voiced Optimus Siege? Well, okay, later on in that interview, other people are complaining about the Optimus. Most people, I mean, I don't remember exactly if he's complaining necessarily about the voice actor. I know a lot of people are already complaining about it. Number one, like I said, they didn't want to hire union employees, so they hired other people. And people are complaining about the guy in Siege who's doing a bad impression of Optimus Prime. Good or bad, it's the director that says, this is how I want you to sound. This is, can you do his impression? I want you to do that, do that, do that, do that. So you can't, and even if it was, even with John doing it, I'm like, John literally could have just used his regular voice. He just had fun with it and put the impression of Optimus so much that Travis Knight loved hearing it. And it was like, oh my God, you sound just like him. So that, everybody wants to complain though about this new guy that's doing, oh my God, steak. Ernest, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're a little bit woozy. You're a little bit woozy, my friend. So people want to complain about it, but ultimately the director, everyone says, this is how I want you to sound. So the guy does an impression of it, good or bad. He did his job. And so I can't really complain too much about the voice in the Siege series, because would I love to have had Peter Cullen do it? Absolutely. I absolutely would have loved it. That would have been amazing. Was it an impression of Optimus Prime? Yes, it was. But that's what the directors wanted him to do. So I can't criticize the guy. He's not Peter Cullen. He's not going to have an exact recreation of Peter Cullen's voice. So when people sit there and say that this new voice actor is disrespecting him by doing an imitation of and a bad one at that, I'm like, it's not his job. Yeah, that's right. I mean, they're giving. I'm no. I'm not hating on Peter. I don't like the fact. Ultimately, I'm defending my friend, and I don't like the fact that he kind of threw John's work under the bus. Making it sound like it was all that difficult to, correct, to match him when he didn't have to. As I said, the animation wasn't done on it. So there's nothing that you really had to match. You had a blank space of time that you could come in. All you had to do was say a certain amount of things in that gap, which Peter Cullen has done thousands of times. So that's what bothered me. That's what bothered me with the whole thing. And it's, well, TJ, I do consider John a good friend. And same, that sucks. Well, welcome to the club, John. We both. And Shartimus, I know your story. I've not told your story out of respect to you. You asked me not to tell it. But you're another person that I do consider a genuine friend. We've had our issues. That's never been a problem. But just like all friends, everybody has issues. That's all in the past. And I would go, you don't mind me sharing it? I'll share it. Correct me if I'm wrong while you're in here. So here's another thing that Peter Cullen did. Shartimus got the very fortunate opportunity to interview Peter Cullen a few years ago. And I'm sure anything that I say that's incorrect, Russ, please correct me. Because I'm going by my memory and it's never all that great. So he gets the opportunity to interview Peter. The interview goes off without a hitch. Everything is great. It is his dream. He had the right to express his opinion and expressing his opinion, Alfonso, yes, but not sitting there saying that it's horrible. I mean, he's point blank said that it was horrible. That's the thing that bothers me. You don't. When you're a peer, you shouldn't do that. I don't feel. Oh, okay. So that's why. Okay, so Shartimus has already talked about it. So yeah. So Shartimus comes out. He does the interview with him. Everything goes great. This is Shartimus's dream to be able to sit down and talk to Optimus Prime. Right. The interview goes over really great. Now this is where it gets a little bit fuzzy. So Russ, I might need your help. Basically, then he asks what his YouTube name is, and Russ is a little bit, because the term Shartimus, Shart, right? It automatically, you know where that's going to go. And now Peter is an older man. He probably doesn't get the jokes and stuff. So Russ tells him Shartimus Prime, and then they explain, like people get like Shart, and they explain to Peter basically what that is, and he gets really upset. Oh yes, I'm being invited to lunch. Hold on. Peter gets upset because he thinks that Russ's name is insulting to Optimus Prime and the legacy that he has created of sorts. I mean, Optimus, Peter has talked about how like this is kind of like an homage to his brother. And he felt like Russ's name was insulting to that honor of Optimus Prime and stuff like that. Literally tells his assistant to take the tape from Shartimus, takes the tape, doesn't let him have that interview anymore, and then just walks away. After they went through and did all that stuff. Now, again, I mean, I'm paraphrasing a lot of stuff, I'm sure, and Shartimus, go ahead, like I said, correct me if there's anything wrong, but basically it was he heard the name Shartimus, it was explained to him what it is and what a shart is for the most part, and taking that out of context, Peter had his assistant yank the recording, the tape from Russ, and wouldn't let him have it, and walked away and was done with Shartimus. So that's, and again, story-wise, Russ is here. Please, like I said, correct anything. So basically, what was the explanation that was given to Russ, or to basically? Oh, thank you. Okay, he liked the logo that was on his mic, and you're not a dumbass. You're not a dumbass. You explained it to him. You explained to him what it is. It's a joke. It's a joke. He took it as a way, though, that it was offensive to Optimus Prime in general. And while I can understand that, it still just doesn't sit right, in my opinion. So, because everybody has seen Shartimus's logo, it's like there's a big giant tube with like poop coming out, and all this stuff. Peter took it he took it very personally. And the people running the convention came to me asking if I could email Peter's agent the link before posting. We're getting okay. Thank you. I mean, I was paraphrasing, so thank you, Shartimus. So the people running the convention came to me asking if I could email Peter's agent the link before posting it. Okay. I can't take the word shart seriously. No, and it is, he's an older guy. I mean, Peter Cullen probably had no idea what it was, and that's perfectly fine. Oh, you better, yeah, you don't you dare mention Blackamus Prime. Don't you dare mention. Later in the day, Peter apparently got more and more pissed and wanted the SDC. Oh my God. I can't technically blame him for taking it personally since his characters. He could take it personally, but I mean, again, he's taking it. I don't think he should be taking it too personally. Just like this whole situation with John and Netflix, he's taking it personally when he's the one that refused to work for less money, which is fine. That's well within his right. But if he refuses, then they got to do something else. They can't put the entire production of the Transformers Bumblebee movie on hold and wait for him to come in when the movie's just about done. So that's the stuff that bothers me with it. And like I said, and then at the panel, he repeated almost every word from my interview, with him frequently making freaky eye contact with me. So he literally like memorized the questions so that he could repeat, or so that when the questions were asked, they were, oh, that is kind of creepy. So maybe he thinks the studio had, I don't know. Well, I mean, he knew that they didn't, and he knew it was going to be a much lower budget movie. So now I guarantee you, Russ, if you went up to him, he would tell you to piss off, basically. So the thing is, my point is, and maybe it's just because I live in California and celebrities are all over the place, and I've never made that big of a deal about them because I view them, a celebrity is a celebrity because of the character. I was expecting, oh my God, really, Russ? See, that's terrible that you even had to think that. That's terrible. But that's the thing. It's like I've never been scared about them. So it is it is what it is, but like I know these people have a personal life. I know that they are not always what they appear to be. We know them for whatever period of time that they're in front of a camera presenting to us. That's their PR person. When they go home, you don't know how these people are. And they're like, they could be the worst people in the world. Like I said, we all know of Stan Lee. Meanwhile, I've had friends that have been creeped out and inappropriately, in my opinion, inappropriately grabbed by him. He steals people's work, claims it for his own. Everybody has an outward appearance of Stan Lee. He created all this stuff, right? So that it is what it is. I have friends that are in the comic industry that have worked directly with him, sat in the same room with him, and watched him steal people's ideas, and then turn around and play them off as his. So what they let you see for that little bit, and it's the same thing with Peter Cullen when I've seen things. Now that's not to say that in general the small part of what we see in their life may make up a big part of their life, but we also don't know how they go home and treat their dog, treat their housekeeper, treat the waitress. We don't know how these people are. So I don't. That's it exactly, TJ. The people are put on pedestals, and there's a lot of demons and a lot of secrets that people have that you don't know how they are. Robin Williams committed suicide because he was depressed. Nobody knew that. Well, I mean, some his close friends did. I felt like a sad kid. It sucked. I see, Russ, and rightly so. You were on the blunt end of that. So Ellen is another one that I feel like people put her on a pedestal, and she didn't know about her hostile work environment in her place. How does she not know about that? But all these people Robin Williams, like I said, puts on a front that everybody thinks everything is fine. He would go home and be depressed and miserable. We don't know how these people are. And that's the sad part. Let's use a more recent example. Chadwick Boseman. God rest his soul. That man made movie after movie after movie while fighting cancer and didn't tell anybody. We just saw this happy. Nobody knew. Nobody fucking knew. And he went out and worked, busted his ass, never showed signs of any weakness that made anybody question anything up until the end. And even at the end, people started saying that he was like a crackhead or something because he lost a lot of weight because he was going through chemo. Nobody fucking knew. So that's the message that I'm just saying, that there are parts of these people's lives that we don't know, that literally, when it's shown a glimpse of their true nature, people tend to ignore it because they love them so much. They put him on a pedestal. They refuse to see all that other stuff. And the fact that he did that to you, Russ, is disappointing to me. The fact that he did this to John Bailey and threw the Netflix series under the bus really upsets me. And I've cursed. I apologize for cursing. But it's sad. Rob Paulsen is somebody who I have a tremendous amount of respect for as an actor. He also likes the Red Wings, which I think is amazing. So that's really fun. 21 Bridges recently, and could actually see Chasming had lost weight. And a lot of it, like, people would just chalk up the loss, the weight loss to like movies and stuff. Another example, yeah, Ariana Grande. I mean, absolutely. So these people, like I said, let you see a glimpse of their lives. That's it. And that's what people put up on a pedestal. You can see it a lot. Like, for example, when Chadwick died, people just started talking about Black Panther. And or what about Black Panther 2? And I'm like, this was a real person, and it's sad. Well, at least I had an awesome 15. See, yeah, and that's great, but then it's tarnished, Russ. Well, if someone took your legacy, will you fight? Will you feel angry? It's one of those things where I have enough people that hate me already that it doesn't bother me. So if anything bad happened to me, I'm 100% guaranteed there are some people who be like, good, he deserves it. And if that's what those people think, then fine. They don't know me. And Russ has hung out with me in person. John has hung out with me in person. I like to think that they know how I am in person as Paul, not as Optibotimus. And that's the thing. People don't know Peter Cullen as Peter Cullen. They know him as Optimus Prime. So, well, an early stream. Meteor Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! Were you disappointed in Michael Bay's Transformers? I wasn't disappointed in the Bay movies at all. I enjoy them for what they are. Just good, stupid fun. Tips for YouTubes. So the fun thing about being a YouTuber is you get to do stuff like this. Interact with people that you love and enjoy. So just have fun with it. Mark Hamill seems extremely nice on the internet. He does, and he's even tweeted. So that's cool. Harrison Ford is another one. You know, people will build up this whole thing. Harrison Ford is an asshole. There's no, denying that. But everybody loves him. Real life Paul is a fun guy as opposed to. It's true. It's true. And to let you know, Russ, I am planning on taking a trip up to the Bay Area probably in the next month or so. So when I do that, I'm going to have to hit you up. How far are you from Vacaville? Vacaville, however you say it. Billy D. Williams, but his manager was an asshole. See, and sometimes that's the case. Sometimes you deal with managers that are assholes. One person that I can say is genuinely a very nice guy is David K. Is genuinely a very, very nice guy. I've talked about this before. When I was invited to TF Expo, hour and 20. Oh, that's still a long ways away. But I'll keep you updated, Russ. David K. Does the voice of Beast Wars Megatron. I've mentioned this, and it was extremely. It meant a lot to me that So I've met David K. I can say I consider him friends. He knows me. I know him. We talk about hockey, all that kind of stuff. I would say I'm friendly with him. Not a friend, but we have shared drinks together. And then Gary Chalk, I would also consider I'm friendly with. But with David, fun story about David is I was a guest at TF Expo. And it was the first time that I was going to get to do a panel as a YouTuber, and was amazed that I was being invited to do that. The day that I was supposed to have the my panel, literally an hour and a half, 2 hours before I was scheduled to go out there and entertain and put a smile on, I found out that my grandma passed away. And I love my grandma dearly, grew up with her, obviously. She was the matriarch of our family. Whenever we had the holidays, it was always at her house. Everything was for Nani. That's what we called her, Nani. Probably a lot of people call their grandma some like derivative of that. And I was sitting in the back before in the little celebrity area, the guest area, I guess. And David was in there, and he came in, and they had like food and everything set up there. He came in to get something to eat. He's like, "Hey, Paul, how's it going?" I'm like, I'm doing. He's like, "What's up? What's going on?" He could see I was upset, and I said, "I literally just found out that I have to go out and do a panel, and I just found out that my grandma passed away." And he sat down next to me, put his arm around me, and he's like, "I'm not even gonna." It's like, "I don't even have really anything to say. I'm sorry to hear it." And he literally just sat with me. He didn't hug me. I mean, it's like the dude thing, and that really meant more to me than anything else. And, then I started talking. I was like, I don't even know how I can go out there and entertain people and put on a panel like that. And he's like, if you went to the people and told them, he's like, they probably would understand. I'm like, no, I know, but like people came here. And I joked with him. I'm like, most of the people that are here came here to see me, and then just kind of gave him a look, and he laughed. And he's like, no, but he's like, seriously though, he's like, if you went up to him and told them, they probably would let you not do it. I'm like, no, I should go. I just got to figure out how to do it. And he's like, you know what you need to do? Just realize that she would understand, that she would want you to go out there and do it. Now, he didn't know my grandma. And, yeah, Russ, I totally will, my friend. He's like, literally go out there and just remember that she would want you to not do it, kind of. I forgot the exact wording that he said, but it was basically like, you need to go out there because she would want you to do that. And I was like, yeah, that's the truth. So, I mean, she was super proud of everything that I had done on YouTube and all that fun stuff. And it was, you know, I mean, it wasn't anything like super like sappy or anything like that, but just the fact that he came in and sat with me to console and comfort me after that told me the whole story. That's all I needed to know about David K. So I knew him as a guy that I talked to on Twitter about hockey. He's an LA Kings fan. I'm a Red Wings fan, so there's a little bit of a rivalry with that. And it's one of those things where it was just it was just a wonderful thing. It was just a wonderful thing to sit down, and like I said, no, you need a hug now. So I mean, that's the kind of stuff. So these are people that I know. Shardamus is someone I know. John Bailey is someone I know. I don't know Peter Cullen. And if I've offended anybody in what I said about him, I do apologize. I don't feel like he should have said what he did in a negative way that he did it. And especially since he lied about certain aspects of it. He omitted a lot of stuff. Like I said, he didn't tell people that he refused to work for Scale. He just said that they didn't want to pay me whatever they wanted to pay, or, you know, and it's like, that's their prerogative. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm kind of wrong. What am I wrong about? Donald Trump. Backyard, thank you. Robert, go watch the video review. It just went live today for all of you guys. Age can really affect the way you think. As you get older, you start, you know, like, get off of my lawn. You know, that's the type of thing. So, it's fun. Which Transformer suits my character? I don't remember. There's one guy that was like grumpy all the time. And that would probably be me. Oh, my Roomba has not started. My Roomba's battery is not sufficient enough. No, not Wheeljack. Not Wheeljack. Gears. I think it's Gears. Most people say that I'm like Gears. Adam being my hype guy. That's right. If you'd like to see early videos, have exclusive members only chats, get loyalty badges, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Huffer's the pet. Yeah, I'm definitely a little Gears. I need to get a Gears figure. Be like, this is a little miniature Optibotimus. I'm like Cliffjumper, just a little less cockiness. That's good. What will you do if your kid breaks your toys? Be upset. Paul and Huffer, if Paul was Huffer, he'd have given up on you. Probably right. You're probably right. Your gears, yeah. I need a gears figure. Has a third party company made gears yet? I'm like Michael Bay's Jetfire. Kind of. I just don't have a cane. Beachcomber was a fun character. Beachcomber was fun. I like Beachcomber. They did, Talon. Is it actually a decent figure though? Bad Cubes. Doctoress, thanks again for stopping by. I know I'm getting around that age. I'll be 42. Bobby Skullface. I like, when people ask me about like what other reviewers, I enjoy watching Bobby Skullface's videos. I don't think he likes me very much, but I actually do enjoy his videos. Galvatron? I don't know about that. Don't know about that. What Transformer fits you? You're kind of like, no, I don't want to say you're like a huffer. I haven't seen that there have been official reveals yet. I give you an Ironhide vibe. Okay. Who's hitting me up now? OC Autobot? Have you played the Avengers game? No, Kelsey, I haven't. I know that I can get it for a computer, but I don't usually play a lot of video games. I've heard that one is a really short game. Like the campaign isn't very long. So, did my brain explode during the Doctor Strange movie? I wouldn't say it exploded. I heard. Excuse me. I heard the game is good, just not a very long one. So I might pick it up if it's cheaper. Got discouraged after one. Tauntaun's right. Oh wait, the Earthrise one? Ugh. What would you do if someone gave you $100 million? I don't know. Rent Disneyland privately for myself? See you, Jermaine. Take care of yourself, my friend. Don't let anybody know that you're Black and Miss Prime. Definitely don't let Peter Cullen know that. What are you doing today, Paul? Anything nice? Robert, well, I'm running to the post office. I got some stuff. I don't work until late tonight, so just for a few hours, but dropping off some packages. Going to go have lunch with my girlfriend, filming some reviews, all that fun stuff. Oh, is that what it is, Adam? Okay. That makes sense then. That makes sense. I'm looking for the third-party gears you recently got. I need to get a toy like that. What's the worst way to go? I don't know. All of them. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. Jonathan, I just ordered the HasCon or PulseCon, whatever they're called, the PulseCon. I got that. I ordered that today. That goes available for everybody. If you're a premium PulseCon, if you're a Hasbro Pulse premium member, the pre-order started today for us. Regular people will be able to order it tomorrow. So head on over there and you can check that out. I don't know what a spot mob is, but okay, you spelled life wrong too, by the way. Curious what Transformer fits you. I'm gonna have to assign name or Transformer characters to people. Remember the fight that I had with Grim? Yeah, terrible ass YouTuber. So bad. During the Zoom call? Yeah. You call Optimus Prime? You can't be. You're bigger than Optimus Prime. You're Primus. You give life to us all. He is Prime. Well, you're still spelling his name wrong, but it is confirmed. Unicron. Well, you are Chaos, the Chaos Bringer. Anyhow, all right. So I'm gonna wrap things up, guys. I gotta finish getting things ready. Like I said, I gotta run to the post office quick, do some of that, get everything going, get out, go have some lunch with the girlfriend, and work, and then work, and then work. So again, all of your guys' help and support as members is immensely appreciated. If you are a fan of Ninja Turtles, I do have Trag and Granitar, Granitar, whatever you want to call them. I got that I'm going to be working on. Members are going to get to watch that video early on Sunday. So might even post it earlier. Might even post it earlier for you guys because it's just Wednesday. And I don't think anybody's done a review of that yet. So, oh, that's what you mean by Spot. Review Spot? What are you talking about Review Spot here now? He never gets brought up in here. Nobody talks about Review Spot. But apparently a lot of people here like the Review Spot. You guys are here, you're fans of the Review Spot. Okay, well, Review Spot is not here. You can go and talk to him on his channel, I guess. Hi, Aaron. Keep us updated on the Zoom. Yes. I'm thinking the member stream. Maybe I'll do that Monday. Just the member live chat here, and then Tuesday will be I'm thinking the Zoom chat. So I'll do a post, members only post on my channel, and and get feedback on it. Those days will be good for you members to see that. Well, Talon, you'll have more chances. You'll have more chances. Pixel Dan. Geez, that's another one people just pulling out of nowhere. So, anyhow, gonna wrap it up. Wrapping it up. So thanks, guys. We'll pretend it's when you come to it, Taylor, we'll just pretend that we'll do a do-over. We'll do a do-over. And besides, first the worst, second the best. There you go. So have a great day, though, everybody. A good friend of mine says, go out and make something awesome. So I'm going to say that to you guys as well. Go out. It's 11 o'clock, 11:13 here in California. Go out and do something awesome today. Whatever it is, do something awesome. Make someone's day. Go tell someone that you love them. Whatever the case may be. Just do something awesome today. So until next time, guys, remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Did you notice that Pepper never came back? But the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Thank you for watching. And as always, taking that time to be a kid. Good night. I was going to say good night. Good day. Good night, Mike.